Her poofy pants are so cute. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy watching Mithra want those pants real bad. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn to the Golden Country. Last time, we slayed a unique monster after many attempts, filling in some skills in the process, and this time, alright, so these two jokers over here. There's a quest that we've been able to do for a long time. Yeah, Marcus, it is frustrating. I sorta didn't know this quest was a thing. Out of all of my notes, this quest was straight up not even in them. So I guess we'll do it now before we get into the main thing. Aspirant use. What did you call me? Stay right where you are. You have a look about you and tell me you might be interested in my most marvelous inventions. Here, look. It's hundreds of things. Beauties, aren't they? More Ardain has absolutely nothing on my masterworks, I tell you. I am nevertheless somewhat at a loss of how to surpass my former genius. When the war on the horizon, it's getting more and more difficult to find the parts I need. So now I've laid my woes bare. Could you perchance help the great Gideon collect some more sheep parts? I believe the ones lying around here in Torna should be choice enough. The Tornan Inventor.
May I offer my assistance?
Why yes, Aegean, you may. You have my permission. Just like many other quests, we deliver the items to them, they are worth a certain number of points, and it's ridiculously easy. Could you fail if you tried? Nuh-uh. Excellent work. Fine haul you have there. I extend my gracious thanks. At long last, I can now put the ultimate finishing touches to my ultimate creation. Hee-hoo-hoo! I call it Gideon's Special Patented Perpetual Music Box. As the name suggests, with just one turn of the key, it'll play music forever and ever with no interruption. Jobin thinks this is genius. Was that? You want to know how to stop it? Well, that's a good point. I've not thought of a good way yet. The inventor of the car didn't think of brakes until after he already got in it after all. I think that's a problem for future Gideon to wrestle with. Anyway, you help me collect parts, so why don't I teach you how to make your own as thanks? Perpetual music box. Yeah, hold on now, it's coming to me. Yes, Eureka! I've got it, a flash of inspiration for a brand new invention. My next masterpiece that will address any and all minor flaws which my last masterpiece may or may not have had. And for that, I'm gonna need lots of parts that can withstand the dry climate around the capital. I hear you can find those parts around Gormont. I trust I can rely on your help finding a few more of those parts. Excellent. Just bring them back when you found some. Let us dare to dream hand in hand, eh? This is why you never buy the first iteration of a phone or any tech whatsoever, because the second iteration fixes virtually everything wrong with the first one and ends up costing the same just a year later. Marvelous! That looks like all the parts I need, yes? You have keen eyes, my fledgling friend. Behold, my life's work. I call it Gideon's Special Patented Jammin' Megaphone. Its perfectly tuned mechanism cancels out any noise from the surroundings and magnifies the user's voice. And since surely everyone loves the sound of their own voice, there's no need for an off switch. I'm brilliant. How far does magnified voice carry, you ask? What are you guys, health and safety inspectors? Sheesh. Thanks to my ingenious directionalizing technology, any voice you feed in it, no matter how loud, will carry 10 peds. Right, just about as far as if you shout. That's pretty much the point. Here, I'll share the recipe with you all, so you can take my groundbreaking invention out into the world. It seems your contributions have allowed me to stay aloft after all. This marks the beginning of a new era of inventions. Why, before you know it, I'll be a household name. People will bow and scrape before me, begging for one of my creations. And I owe it to you keen-eyed kittywinks. Bravo! Well done indeed. That was easy. I can't believe this was the quest I was missing. And you know what else? This is a particularly interesting quest. I know what you're saying. It is. Yeah, So, if you clear the Tornan Inventor,
Always happy to
and
put a
then
smile on
go
people's
and do
faces.
that quest out in the desert with that Roomba that was looking for gold and all that, you can't trust that Ingle Thin Gummy place, can you? Thingamy place. It seems to be a tremendous influence over all the nations and all rest. Besides, I can't put much stock in anyone who upholds dogma, oracles, or other such claptrap above reason. As a humble scientist, it's my duty to question dubious beliefs such as those. There are a lot of believers in the city. I don't think they're particularly bad sorts, so I try to hold my tongue. Wow, okay, yeah, this guy, S1 rank for Bridget. Whoa, okay, her auto attack's probably getting kind of high. Yeah, so, I was sent footage by Orpheolus on Twitter, who showed me that if this quest is cleared first, and then you go and do that, you get a better ending for that quest than even what I got. I was not aware of this, and you kind of hear me half come to a realization about this, but I don't quite. Because if you remember back in that footage, I was saying, hey, in my notes, I don't see anything that tells me to go talk to this guy, but I feel like I should. Yeah, so I kind of realized that I left it out, but then I kind of don't, so it didn't really matter in the end. Everyone makes mistakes. It's a bit of a strange outcome where you recruit Marcus in order to repair the machine, the Fortune Finder Matron, and because all he knows how to find is bugs, the machine just gets a lot of bugs, yet it all works out anyway, and everyone ends up way happier than with the money that you get.
I'm glad we could be.
Bridget's auto attack is 645. It's getting higher than Aegean's at least. It's nowhere near as good as Jin. Got some nice quiet Lazarian air. As we
I'm a little
craft, the
nervous,
perpetual
to tell you the
music
truth.
box decreases out of battle party gauge drain rate by 25. Phew! Here I was worried it was gonna be something that would have been helpful to have for a long time. And decreased enemy, this stuff's fine.
Success.
I'm not so upset anymore. Yay. Our real destination is the rear gate of Oresco, where one of the last 2 quests in town remain.
It was a nice change of pace.
All right, remind me why we...
Oh ho! Well, if it isn't Laura and Adam. Tara, didn't expect to find you here. What happened to guarding the garden? Ah, well now, I took a nasty old hit in the attack the other day, and my legs aren't what they used to be. Long story short, I've been reassigned to Torna's womb. Oh, really? I'm sorry to hear that. You okay? That must have been simply awful for you. Don't go giving me those sad eyes, miss. It's not as bad as all that. I'll be right as rain and with a bit of time. I sometimes get to catch up with Master Azurda, since he regales me with war stories, so it's not all bad. Azurda has war stories. He does! As you might imagine, with him being 800 years old and all, he's seen a lot of stuff in his time. Like that story he told me the other day about the fabulous hoard of money. Fabulous hoard of money. Oh, well... That reminds me, Master Azurda said that if I saw you, I should send you to him. He should be in Torna's womb if you want to pop along in there. My legs need a bit of rest, so I'm gonna head back to my post. Azurda SOS. Azurda now at an SOS. We'll go ahead and take that. And we can just skip travel down to the womb. No need to do any walking.
Finally.
Please,
Let's get a
nobody
move on
walks
then.
anymore. And for those of you that are telling me that they are indeed walking there and that it's just skipping out the walking that we would have done, then why doesn't the time change, huh? I know, it doesn't make any sense. I know that you're right. I'm just being silly. Oh ho, it's you lot. Thank you for meeting me here. Let's get right to business. You see that blighter over there? Are we gonna get to do some fighting indoors? Nope, it's outdoors. There was a little bother. That was a little bother. It's got me rather pinned down, I'm afraid. Would you possibly be able to clear it away for me? Can't you do it yourself? Do you think I'd be asking you if I could do it myself? It doesn't look that tough, though. I get the feeling there's more to this than you're letting on. Well, yes, there may be. It's okay, Nuncle. We'll take care of it. Thank you. You're very kind to an old Titan. Shall we go? I'll handle it in a jiffy. Consider it a favor. These Titans up close, or wow. You can actually see like their kind of humanoid forms in there. It's just super cool, and I wanted to stop and wait there for a second. So, I gotta talk about
I
this.
hope you're all ready
I
for
think
this.
it's interesting that
Let 'em
Azurda
band
gets a
together.
quest. Like, it makes sense when you really think about it, because he did know Adam in the past. He is genuinely an ally of ours that is not a party member, so it makes sense for him to be in the community list. I like this. I think it's a neat thing to do with him. And he's been with us the entirety of the journey, being one of the few characters who is still himself across both of the journeys. And yet, we don't really get to know that much about him before this. All we know is that he accrued some kind of massive debt in the past, and that was really about it. Laura, what'd you break? You broke the Capitol under fire. Man, it's got enough problems going on. But yeah, we never really get to know that much about him. He's pretty underdeveloped, all things considered. We knew that he accrued a debt and that he knew Adam. And in fact, did you catch it? That quest 100K in the red and there being that massive debt that Adam kind of helped cause? Kind of comes full circle. Thank you for that. I'm sorry you had to go to all that trouble for me. Phoo-wee. Now that's settled, I can finally leave. I have to ask, what exactly happened? Well, Jin, when you've lived as long as I have, there are bound to be one or two matters you find it indelicate to talk about. Women. Now wait just a moment! How dare you assume like that, young man? Now, Minoth, don't pry. The Titan doth protest too much, methinks. I'd say I hit the bullseye. Is there a special someone in your heart, Azurda? Hey, so while we're chatting, someone mentioned something about a fabulous hoard of money. What was that about? Oops, just remembered I have somewhere to be. I have to go and meet with Tarath. Okay, toodle pip. Bye, Nuncle. What an idiot. He's hiding something for sure. Should we find out what it is? I'm sure it's very complicated, whatever it is. Perhaps we should just trust he has it under control. When I look at Nuncle, I think there are maybe people and Titans aren't so very different after all. Blades too, of course. There's no reason we shouldn't get along. I agree. That's a very positive outlook. Slow-moving train wreck. When I look at it, you guys, I can't help but believe it.
You really shouldn't have.
You have my thanks.
Well, that was easy. Personally, I think he was already in our group. Huh.
Always happy to put a smile on
Battery
people's faces.
chip. Torna was more advanced in technology, so I suppose it makes sense why there's this whole engine chip and everything. They would have advanced core chips if they were making stuff. No. I can never do this on the first try because I'm not used to them having arts. That increases block rate, because of course it does. Why would it increase anything else? Why would you care about any other stat? Haze, you can take it. Stronger smash art. It's kind of hard to talk to him. He's got such a touchy area. You can't really look at him and talk to him at the same time. I'm trying to... I guess you can zoom out. In the coming battle with the Aegis, it will exact a heavy toll on us all. Adam, if the worst happens, you can entrust the safety of Aletta to me. But I pray you all return unharmed. Same, Adam. Are you asking me to go with you? My apologies. I wish I could. Perhaps in my younger days, but with 8 centuries behind me, I am not but a feeble old man. Well, that is to say, this is a entirely different matter to the one previously. Love knows no age limit. This guy is like a cat. He wants to go outside so badly, so you take care of the problem so he can go outside, and then he just lays down 5 feet outside of the door and doesn't actually go anywhere or do anything. So much for developing him more, am I right? Because that was over all too quickly to the median gate, or Viridian gate?
Let's get a move
Yeah,
on
Viridian gate, not median gate. I don't know, they're supposed to all have math terms. This one doesn't. We're talking to Jerry. Everybody knows Jerry. Struth got you around it. Got you. Wait, is that the word that Urians say when you're fighting them and they're going, Stru! I've never been able to understand what they're saying there, and it says, Struth! Okay, Struth! You lot get around, don't you? Seems not a day goes long when I hear your names. God, God, I got to learn what my favorite thing that enemies shout in this game is, other than the obvious too. Wait, that guy's getting a lecture in the background from, it looks really funny. I'm hunting down no good Drongo who killed my poor sister, tracked him down to Forest Torn and lost the trail. Folks call him the Silent Spectre. He heads up a pleasant bunch known as the Bloody Lobsters. That's all I got. I just made a lot of you shudder. That's the last thing you thought would ever get referenced, huh? Sure, we can help you out. Easiest way to help is probably to gather info. Stick to people who've just arrived in Torna, see what they know. But listen up. If you find something out, don't go out chasing him, okay? Come let me know. He's mine. Got that? I want to deal with him with my own hands. What goes around? Mithra's pose right there. She's like a mime.
I've got this.
His lips actually move for the quest accepting. That's cool. Have you considered joining the American? I think I'll pass. I'm no driver. I just wind up dying a fool's death. Oh, that's the lecture he's getting. Huh. To do this, we gotta get up on the rooftops from the tower in the gardens. There's one down there, but I know for a fact there's one up here as well. This way. I've had some people asking why the heck Adam calls Azurda nuncle, and like, what does that mean? It's an archaic word that just means somebody's uncle. It's just kind of dating that this is 500 years in the past. I've seen that confusing some people. Of course I know the name, Merc Group from Sia, bunch of crazy bastards, a lot of them. Assassinations, covert ops, you name it. Sort of dig in the muck and find blood, as my grand used to say. But your info's out of date, pals. The Silent Spectre left the Lobsters about 2 years back. It was a real mess. They don't like quitters, you see. A lady friend of the Spectre got offed. A lot of people died. And the Spectre disappeared. Well, kinda. He runs a handyman business now. Yeah, Geo. Wouldn't have thunk it, huh? There. You helped me out before. Figured I owe you this much. Some real friendly advice. Be careful who you deal with. Not everyone's as nice as me. Remember that. I thought it was awfully funny that... Oh, wow. Oh, this is McNath. Okay, this is the guy from the other quest. Told him to forget about McNath, but he flipped a lid right there in public, told me to mind my own business. Like a fool, I almost shouted back, I'm him, it's my business, but then I didn't. That was the moment I realized McNath as well is truly gone. Looks like I'll have to come up with a new name. Excuse the tears. There must be something in my eye. Aww. I still can't believe the kinky stuff that Bridget and Aegean are into. That's really funny. And to think that Aegean's apparently a ladies' man as well. So we do all that. I thought it was kind of funny that Geo still hadn't joined our party. That was something that did stand out to me even on my first playthrough. Good day, mates. Any leads? Well, yes, but I think there's been some kind of mistake. A mistake? Wait, don't tell me you know the culprit's someone you know. Out with it. I want to know who did it. Tell me right now, or so help me. Look, just chill out. The name we got was Geo, the handyman. You must know him too? Geo? Oh, but he didn't kill your sister. Actually, it was the Bloody hell! Hold on! I'm sorry it fell to you to break the news. I don't care, and you shouldn't either. If I hadn't stepped up, I'm pretty sure Jin would have cut the guy's head off. What idiotic flight of fancy is that? Come now, that kind of attitude won't do, Jin. You're right, apologies. Yeah, cutting off humans' heads is what you should be doing with your life. Listen to Hayes. I hoped you'd be quaking in your boots, but you're as calm as can be, ain't ya? You really are a merciless killer. Think what you'd like. I've just been waiting for this day to come for a long time. I'm ready to face it. Tell me you did it. I want to hear you say you killed her. As good as. If it wasn't for my reckless ambition, she'd still be here. Why did I think we'd be able to be together? It was unbearably naive in retrospect. She used to talk about how there was someone she wanted to support. Someone with a dream of a better life. It's all ancient history now. Just get it over with. I won't stop you. I deserve it. Everyone else who's involved is dead and gone. Just me left. Kill me now. Put an end to it. You'll get your revenge, and maybe the architect will accept my attempts at atonement. Prepare yourself. Stop! Quite the dilemma, ain't it? We're gonna help Geo. We have to stop Jerry. Don't even think about getting in my way. I've waited too long for this. You expect to take on Adam and win? Indignant Jerry. We'll bop ya, and then we'll knock you up. Not in that way, please. Okay, we'll do that. Bridget ready with the flame bolts anytime you like. I want Bridget's flame bolts so we can ultimate Aurora. I say it like it even matters at all. We are so higher leveled than you. We built up party gauge. We're fine. Boom. Just knock him out. Do a blade combo finisher as Mithra. He's getting sliced and diced as he flies through the air. This is just sad. I'll come out and lay down a Dark Orb. I'm just interested in laying down as many orbs as I can for this super cool chain attack. Important thing is that we lay down a Water Orb with a Gian to leave our options open later. Adam, you come out and topple. Adam, you go and launch. What element don't we have? Jin hasn't come out yet. We don't have a Stone Orb. Oh, we don't have a Wind Orb either. That should be 6 orbs if I'm not mistaken. I think we're just missing Earth and Ice. There that is, got a lot of knockback. Good night. Aegean is doing a full burst! This is not a drill! We're at 1,500% damage right now. We're getting 5 times the reward for this. All this guy wanted to do was avenge his sister. What did he ever do to us to deserve such a thing? I know murder is bad and all, but this is way worse than murder, what we're doing now. 1.7 million damage.
A little excessive, perhaps.
You said it, bro. You just went up in my books for that one. Enough now. Look, guys, I appreciate the sentiment, but I deserve to die at this man's hand. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. No, it's just that my death is the only possible atonement for my sins. Atonement, he says. Is that why you've been giving people help without accepting anything in return? I'm not pretending I think it's enough. And you think dying would be? You really think that's what my sister would have wanted? Struth, mate. You don't want to die to make amends. You want to die so you can stop feeling so guilty. I don't give a rat's fart whether you live or die. But pissing on what she would have wanted, I can't forgive that. When you stop feeling sorry for yourself, come find me and we'll discuss our strategy. Strategy? For what? For wiping the bloody lobsters out once and for all, mate, you and me. This thing won't be done until we do. I'm not up to much on my own, but if you find yourself with some free time, I could use an extra pair of hands. You're off your rocker. You're serious? Huh? What are you lot doing there? Has brawly fight ceased? Morumo very worried, so came as fast as possible. What happened? Someone set up us the bomb. It's kind of a lot to explain. I'm sorry if we caused any concern. Everything seems to be back in order now. Changing the past, eh? Easier said than done. In the end, I wonder if we're all just victims of fate. Tell me, Minoff, does that serene outlook have anything to do with your transformation into a flesh eater? Not like you to be so direct, thinking of giving it a go yourself. I'm merely interested, as one blade to another. Well, drop it. You don't want to end up like me, a lousy mongrel. Is that truly how you feel? You can't claim to speak for everyone. At least, it must be different when one goes into it of one's own accord. What are you saying? If you think yourself as a mongrel, that's how people will see you. You should try looking on the bright side. Always with that positivity, Adam. If you want things to go well, you have to visualize it first. Give me strength. I swear being around you a lot is gonna drive me around the bend. He's such a tragic hero. He's such a tragic character.
You didn't have to.
His feelings about the quester and
Why, thanks.
just not feeling right about himself, not really knowing what his place in the world is. It's so much. For that one,
Always happy to
Hustle
put a smile
Marinade
on
recipe,
faces.
2 sphere chips, a bio gauntlet, and specials level 3. +1. Or +3. +3. The sphere chip is good on Mithra, if you know what I mean. No, it's actually not. We could give that to Hayes. It's always the block rate chips with you people. There wasn't much of a good opportunity to bring this up, but the bloody lobsters and the silent specter and all those things are also a reference to Percival's quest line, showing that his old gang really did exist this far back. It's the only time that a random non-story blade comes up at all, and we all know it's because Percy is my man. He's the best. While I'm on my high horse about Percival, I just gotta say, I'm so happy he was one of my first blades, and I got to show all the neat stuff he can do with him, where I killed bosses that aren't officially classified as bosses in one hit with him. We exceeded the damage cap with him even without even trying. It was just so good. He's such a well-designed blade. I wish all of the lesser blades were like him, where they were overpowered in specific and rare circumstances. He's great. Bridget got to rank as why is she gaining so much? It's because she's being used in fights. Okay, I'll get into this a little later though, but there's a reason why that's going so fast. Aegean can make the Hustle Marinade, which is his final item and his ultimate item. We're correcting quite a few mistakes today because I said something else was his ultimate item. This is actually it.
How do you like
It's gonna be the last one that you're likely to earn.
How do you
I'll make a few of them, sure.
Does it suit your... How do you like it?
That fight brought many a new skill.
I'll make the most of this skill.
I cannot disregard my support duties either.
Minoth, you have been one attack block away from leveling up a skill for like 10 episodes now. I'm giving you a battery chip just so you have a temporarily increased block rate and can actually earn this freaking skill. Minoth, blocking an attack, it's more likely than you think. So I'll auto attack once and then I'll just run around.
Our journey continues.
Ooh, a cloudy day in Lazaria. Don't see this often. I'm not used to everything being lit this way. Eventually, Adam kept doing a rear guard art that would take care of things.
This shouldn't be
Yeah, a rear guard art. Remember those things that I've never leveled up even once? So instead, I'm going to Harbinger Cavill, going to his place, seeing what I can do here. Hopefully the agility difference won't be too big.
What did I say about getting careless?
I think I blocked the attack that killed me.
Rashness is not
On today's edition of Dumb Ways to Learn New
We've
Skills.
learned a valuable lesson. Next time, the victory
I'll
will be
handle
ours.
the support too.
That's exactly what I did. Technically, I could also do this 21 times with Aegean to get another skill, but my main concern was just the fact that we couldn't be working on another skill and he was one away, so I think that's fine enough as it is. Also means that you can have a better core chip again. Take the opal chip. Nice one. You're gonna have to work on your criticals eventually anyway, which would come a lot easier. There are several people who would like to be our friends, and yet we have not gone to go talk to them. We're gonna go take care of that now. First off on our list today, in the inn in Oresco, jumping on the bed, we got a big dreamer. Hello, drivers. Hello, all. Dolala have request. Maybe, if possible, we could be friends with Dolala. Dolala is #1 fan. Friends are not only first-class drivers, but have big-time knight Lady Laura in party. So, want to talk lots with you, get to know each other well. You will? Wow, Dolala's so very, very happy. Dolala will definitely become kind and gentle driver like you. Thank you. I won't tell him if you won't. Can't crush this little green boy's dreams. And then, surprisingly, Vil Aethelmar is not our friend. What, did you see the Emperor as an obligation you had to follow around? His Majesty! His Majesty has received tremendous support all across the world. There can't be a more beloved Emperor anywhere. It's something all true Ardanians take great pride in. As Special Inquisitor, I want to fight the Aegis by His Majesty's side. But for the sake of my homeland and its people, I must restrain myself and put my duties first. I pray for His Majesty's good fortune in battle.
Why, thanks.
Next up are some chests that we could not open previously that we won't have a good opportunity to go grab otherwise. Oh, down in the trenches, I found a new one. Always discovering new things. I might as well just walk all over the ground up here and make every single one of these collapse until I find something.
You're mine now.
I actually suspect that I was supposed to go down to that lower area by falling into one of these ant pits rather than jumping off of the side onto that narrow pathway like I did. Yes, I knew it. There's even an ether miasma here.
See? I knew you could do it.
Laura believed in me. She knew I'd figure it out eventually. Grab all that, and then we can drop down, pick up this chest. This frickin' chest that taunted me when I only had one chest left to unlock the skill. Gimme. It had motor chips in it and an infinity symbol. Oh, slightly fills the party gauge at the end of each chain attack. I thought that was something better, like a burst symbol. There's the other one. And the last one. It's time to break the chest concentration as it's meditating under a waterfall. Aw, it even has his friends meditating alongside it, waiting for him to wake up.
My favorite.
And we're just gonna crack his skull open right in front of you guys. You know, well, you're level 30, I don't care what we do. HP attack boost is what was in there all along. And that is almost every single quest there is to do in Oresco. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn to the Golden Country, we see the end of all side quests. See you guys then!
Out of stock, it seems.